Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to elite level the surgery skill here in Escape from Tarkov. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We got one super thanks shout out we have to do, then we'll hop right into it. It's from the Lieutenant. LT Meancat said he has a friend that's level 15 and he was broke. He got a labs key card for him after a few scav runs. They hit Black Room, got a couple letties, and now he's flying through the game, and he says thank you for the guide on the One Labs video. So, Lieutenant, you are very welcome. Glad you're helping out the homies as well. That's what it's all about, man. Helping them out when they're down and building them up. Let's hop into it here today, ladies and gentlemen. We are talking about how to elite level the surgery skill, and this one is a grind. So, do not think you're going to get it in a couple of days like metabolism, and metabolism is like 3 weeks, but we'll make a video on that in the future, like I said before. Surgery. Mine is only level 9, and it, like I said, is a grind and a half, and it's something you have to really focus on if you do want to level it up. But the elite skill is absolutely busted, so it is one of those skills that is definitely worth it. So the regular skill set for surgery is increased surgery speed and reducing the HP penalty. So, you know, on level 1 surgery, if you use a CMS on like your arm, it's going to go to like 20 HP, maybe even less. It's terrible. It is rough. Don't get me wrong. You get shot once, your arm's going to be fucked again. But as you level it up, at the elite level, the speed will increase by 20%. And at the elite level, you will have a 50% reduction to the penalty. But the actual elite skills are increasing your surgery speed another 20%. So it'll be 40% faster total. And then the other elite level skill is another 50% reduction on the penalty. So that means every single time that you do a surgery, there will be 0 HP lost when you have elite surgery. So, you know, if you black out every single limb in your body, every single one, besides, you know, your head and your thorax, but everything that's repairable, I should say, and you heal every single one of these with a CMS or a serve, all of them will bring you back to full health, 65, 70s, all that, and you will be at 440 again, which is insane. It is broken, but it takes a lot of time. So, how much surgery do you need to do? Well, if you're trying to maximize your raids and maximize the amount of skill points you are gaining per raid, you need to do 4 surgeries per raid, and then you will have an elite level skill after 1,400 raids. It's a lot. It's not great. It's expensive. It's pretty annoying. But I am going to show you a way that you can kind of cheese it a little bit. And it's best you do this at the end of your raids, and I will mention that because we are going to head into a factory, which is not an efficient place to farm your surgery skill, but it's where we're going to go for the example on how to farm the surgery skill as a solo player. I believe 70% of the player base on PVE is solo, so that is the mass majority. This is how you can do easy surgeries in raid. Let's hop in. All right, so depending on your personal situation, you might want some sort of painkiller, but you should try to do this somewhere near your extract and where you can safely do it. Now, please remember, if you have a ton of gear on you at the end of your raid and you are super heavy, like 60, 70, 80 kgs, you will take way more fall damage. You have to be a lot more careful when doing this method. So what we're going to be doing is blacking out both of our legs. And like I said, you want to do this at the end of a raid. That way, you aren't in nearly as much danger, and your entire raid, you're not going to be on less HP. Because not all of us are going to be having the max elite level. Like, you are going to still be taking a big HP hit on your surgeries. And if you are blacking your legs twice, it's going to be even worse. So, you want to do this at the end of your raids to, you know, minimize the risk to you losing anything. So, we are on factory just for an example on how to black out your legs. This is not something you should do in your factory raids. Factory's always popping, and odds are you're going to get shit on, you're going to get killed, so don't even bother. So, you need to find a ledge that will be safe for you, and how do you determine if a ledge is safe? Well, all you have to do is start jumping off of them and figuring it out. Now, that might sound scary, but fall damage isn't actually as bad as you might think it is in Tarkov. It's actually a little more lenient than you would expect. So right here, we might take like 2 HP. Not even. We didn't take any. So heading up to the second level now. We're going to jump from here. And you can see that I did get a bleed. I did get a broken limb. But I did not you know, I didn't lose my legs even at that height. So what we can do now is we can actually go ahead and repair the break. And even though we're bleeding here, that's okay. We're going to go right back up and jump from the same height. We'll probably fix the bleed, but other than that, you know, we're going to be heading right back up there to black our limbs. And then after that, we can just use a Propital or something to, you know, deal with the other HP on the rest of our PMC. So, broken limb is gone. I'm going to head right back up. We're going to take a decent bit of damage here. There you go. So we got 2 bleeds. Let's just go ahead and prop that Propital. That'll help us out a little bit. Let's go ahead and fix those bleeds up. And then after that, both our legs are gone. We're going to repair both limbs, and then we're going to do the exact process over again. And one other thing, because we'll be on an HP penalty, is we should be able to black both of our legs on the next jump. We won't need to do it twice. So we should be able to black the legs again right when we jump from the, you know, like 3rd level there. And since we have the Propital going, we might have to go to the top one, but we could probably get it from like halfway on the staircase. Like, we don't even have to go to the top. So let's see. Let's go like right here. That should black them. Yeah, gone again. So now we're just going to do surgery again. And we didn't take nearly as much damage. Didn't really put any risk to our PMC. So you're mainly going to be looking for ledges and stuff like that, you know, on whatever map you're playing on. There's always going to be somewhere you can jump off of and break your legs. And also, if you didn't know, the Serve 12 actually repairs breaks as well. So that is how we repaired that fractured limb earlier. It will go ahead and repair those breaks for you as well. So if you're bringing a Serve 12 in specifically for this, probably your best bet. But if you have a Grizzly on you too, those also repair breaks. So both our legs are repaired again. That was 4 surgeries. Let's check out our skill points on our surgery skill, which is right here. 3.72. Now, per surgery, you get 1.1, but because we leveled up a bunch, the leveling speed does get decreased, so it brought it down to 3.72. Even with the leveling speed decrease, it should still be roughly the same amount of raids, right around that 1,400, 1,500 range. But that was back to back to back to back, and it was still, you know, not that much of a decrease from the allotted skill points that we should have gotten. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, every single raid, you have to do 4 surgeries to maximize your potential. It's pretty ass. Don't get me wrong. It is pretty ass, but that is the best way, and to be honest with you, with how good the elite skill truly is, it's kind of worth it. I mean, 40% speed to put a limb back on and have 0 penalty to it. That's a pretty insane elite level skill. I can't lie. So, yeah, it takes a while. It's grueling. It's ass. It's going to be expensive. But if you can find a fairly safe area wherever your extract is to do it, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It takes, you know, maybe 2 minutes to do. It's really not that bad. Let me know what you thought about the video here today. We will be trying to do all the skills. There's going to be some I think I'm going to skip. You know, if you guys really want me to make, like, guides on fucking ARs and shit, like, I certainly can. But to be honest with you, it's simply kill stuff, reload, and there's a couple other things you can do as well with the ARs that are going to level them up. It's just very simple things for weapons. But as for, like, the core skills, you know, we already made one on weapon maintenance. We already made one on immunity. But some of these other ones, fatality, all that. But a lot of these we will be doing guides on, and hopefully you are excited for them to make an absolute superhuman of a PMC. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Sponsored equipment description below. It's going to be it for me. Thanks so much for stopping by. I'm out.